The Mario universe is filled to the brim with amazing characters to love. I'm thinking Toad, Shy Guy, Chain Chomp, Boo, but one of my favorite has to be Yoshi. But there's not only one Yoshi. Yoshi is actually a species of dinosaur-like animals that roam the Mushroom Kingdom, looking to help Mario and to accomplish great things by themselves. In fact, some Yoshis are actually so great that I have decided to put up a list of my favorites. Hey, I'm Nico, and here's my top 10 Yoshi. 3D Mario games haven't generally been nice to our buddy Yoshi. I mean, in Super Mario 64, you only get to see Yoshi once you get 120 stars and head out for that cannon and shoot yourself to him. Once there, Yoshi gives you 100 lives. Which is cool, but isn't that interesting since you literally finished the game just to meet him, so what are you gonna do with all those lives? Play again? In Super Mario Sunshine, Yoshi is made out of paint and cannot touch water, and eventually fades out if you don't feed him fruits. In Super Mario Galaxy, he isn't there. Well, technically there's a planet with his face, but, you know, doesn't count. At least Yoshi was given a decent role in Super Mario Galaxy 2, where you can actually use him to accomplish tasks Mario wouldn't be able to. Plus, all of the fruits Yoshi eats in this game give him special abilities. One turns him into a balloon, one makes him light up secret paths, another one is so hot that it makes Yoshi run up walls. Sadly for Yoshi, he didn't get such a good treatment in the newer Super Mario Odyssey game, where you can only capture him and make him look quite funny. Poor Yoshi. Maybe next time? In October of 2010, a strange game was released for the Nintendo Wii called Kirby's Epic Yarn. You know, I never thought I'd say the word epic and the word yarn in the same sentence. Well, the art style in this game was as if everything was made out of yarn, and needless to say, it was one of the most cute thing in the entire world. Fast forward to June of 2015, and here you have Yoshi's Woolly World, which is a brand new Yoshi game, but made in an art style very reminiscent of Kirby's Epic Yarn. And it's thanks to that art style that this next entry in this list is the Yarn Yoshi. I mean, look at them! They're all made out of yarn, they're so well detailed, they really feel like somebody knitted them by hand. Oh, and would you look at that? Yarn Yoshis in real life. So cute. When Nintendo announced those amiibo, I had to pre-order them all because of how cute they look. One of the things that I particularly liked about the Yarn Yoshis is how many cool ones there are. Sure, there's the green, blue and the pink ones you already saw, but for every levels you complete collecting all of the yarn balls, you get a brand new Yarn Yoshi. And you can even use the amiibo to get even more Yarn Yoshi reminiscent of, you know, Mario, Luigi. I wonder if I actually could make a top 10 of all the Yarn Yoshi. Next up is a Yoshi that isn't afraid of anything. A Yoshi that wants to run and to destroy everything in its way. I'm naming him the Super Scope Yoshi. And he's the one from the SNES game Yoshi Safari. You see, this game was supposed to be some sort of sequel to Duck Hunt for the NES, utilizing the Super Scope peripheral, which is a big sniper rifle looking gun. In Yoshi Safari, you control Yoshi moving at a fast pace while shooting down baddies as Mario with a gun. Yep, you heard that right. You shoot baddies as Mario with a gun. This game can count itself lucky that it released before the ESRB was a thing, because it would be M for mature. Super Mario RPG is one heck of a game. You first start off at Bowser's castle, only to be wrecked by a giant sword coming out of the sky. You eventually go through sewers, go up a giant tower, down the lake, in a sunken ship, in the sky, on top of clouds, and then inside the giant sword's mouth. Whew, what the heck? But along the way, you might end up on Yoshi's Island, which is a way more peaceful place to be. Well, that was all true, until you meet your buddy Yoshi, who explains that there's the new leader in place, and his name is Boshi. Look at this bad boy. Sunglasses, spiky collar, giant claw on both his feet. This Yoshi has style, he has attitude, and although you end up defeating him using Yoshi cookies, you gotta admit that this Yoshi is pretty swag. Let's go from one RPG to another, with a quick stop in Paper Mario 64. Once again, this game features a Yoshi's village located on an island. But as opposed to Boshi from Mario RPG, the Yoshi leader in Paper Mario is respected by his people. He wears an armband as well as a feather on his head. He's also slightly chubbier than most Yoshi, meaning he's pretty easy to identify. His lore isn't that deep, but at least we know that he was always brave and meant to become a leader from the start. So I'm sure he can now relax a little bit and eat some delicious food peacefully. One of the most surprising crossover we got to play this year is a Mario Cross Rabbids game. Who would have thought that we would play one day as Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi fighting those annoying Rabbids? Now this is satisfying. In this game, Yoshi and his friends all have guns to defeat enemies with, but that isn't really new considering, you know, Yoshi's Safari, but my pick for this list has to be the Rabbid Yoshi character. I mean, look at his costume. It looks like a Yoshi with the nose, with the foot, with the everything, except this Rabbid doesn't really act like a Yoshi. I mean, it has a chain gun and it really likes to shoot it, as we can see when Mario and his friends first meet him. He may be a little bit weird, but I mean, it's a Rabbid, they're all weird. It doesn't stop that his costume is very well made and totally deserving of a spot on this list. Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door is the birthplace of one of the coolest Yoshi ever. Oh, and it's literally his birthplace, as his egg hatches in front of your very eyes. This little Yoshi here, whom you can name what you want, is one cocky Yoshi from birth. First off, he'll call you Gonzales, even though your name is Mario. Second off, look at his hair. That's right, a mini Yoshi with hair. But what defines this mini Yoshi has to be his attitude. He doesn't take crap from anybody. One of his famous quotes that he said to Mario goes like this: "Let's rock, Gonzales. I'm ready to shoot this dude and spit him out." Well, that sounds violent. You might be too young to know, but when I was a kid myself, there was a Super Mario World TV show. It featured Mario and his friends in their many adventures against Bowser. One of my favorite episodes was the Mama Luigi episode, which takes place in Yoshi's room where Luigi tells him a bedtime story. This story is about how they met each other, because yes, in this show, Luigi is Yoshi's mama. The way they met was kind of insane, where Luigi was trying his best not to lose baby Yoshi, who already at that age wanted to run around and eat everything, even Mario. This Yoshi is a savage and will eat anything that stands in his way. But in the end, he's still a kid and enjoys being told story by Papa Luigi.
That's Mama Luigi to you!
I'm sorry, dude. Sorry about that. New Super Mario Bros. U introduced the return of Baby Yoshi. The last time we saw them in a 2D adventure was in Super Mario World, where all you did was feeding them until they grew up. Well, in Super Mario U, it's quite different. You see, these baby Yoshis all have special abilities, and that's what makes them quite interesting. The pink Yoshi can inflate himself into a floating balloon, allowing you to reach previously unreachable places. The blue Yoshi spits bubbles that turns enemies into bubbles as well. And the yellow Yoshi glows in the dark to allow you to see where you're going. Now, these abilities are pretty cool, and it's a shame that Yoshis lose these abilities when growing up and have to resort to eat certain fruits to gain them back, as seen in Mario Galaxy 2. Still, during their childhood, the baby Yoshi are pretty strong. While making this video, I have come to a realization. Picking one Yoshi as the best Yoshi of all the Yoshis is quite difficult. They all have ups and downs. But you know, there was one group of Yoshi in particular that caught my attention. Yoshi's Island for the SNES tells the story of a bad person named Kamek, who captured a stork carrying both Luigi and Mario. During this kidnapping attempt, Mario was lost and fell down on Yoshi's Island, where he met the Yoshi tribe. Those Yoshis, they do not know Mario at the time, they could just have let him stay alone there forever. But no, instead, they decided to work together as a team to bring the babies back together and to defeat Kamek and Baby Bowser. If that isn't worthy of the title of Best Yoshi, then I don't know what is. Thanks to those Yoshi, we ended up being able to play as the greatest hero of all, Mario. But then again, 30 years later, this is what Mario does to Yoshi. Ugh, disgusting. This guy's not a hero. Hey, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this top 10. If you did, be sure to slap a like and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell and do all that fun stuff. If you want to see more top 10s, well, tap the cards right now on screen and you're gonna see a brand new video from me real soon. Alright, see ya, guys.